It's Father Paul Turner at the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception in Kansas City, Missouri. I'm coming to you from my weekly YouTube live session. Thank you for joining me and listening in. I hope that you are having a blessed Advent time, and I hope that you're following our Advent video series to help you think about these days in a very, very beautiful way. These are special days. I just love this time of year. I think a lot of people find Advent a particularly beautiful, hope-filled time, and I just love seeing the Christmas decorations go up on houses around the neighborhood and the spirit of the season. I think it's just really beautiful. It's local humanity at its best. My family always goes down for the Plaza Lights every year, and that's a highlight to be sure. Well, let me bring you up to speed on a few things. I think you know that we recently broke ground, had a ceremonial groundbreaking on our building project. Congratulations to everybody. Bishop Johnston was here to make it official. He declared that we have reached certain markers that we challenge ourselves to do, and we still have a long way to go. We have a lot more money to raise, but we're really getting closer and closer. The the guess on the cost of this project is 14.4 million, and we have 10.8 million in pledges right now. We have quite a few requests out there, so we're hoping we'll see some more good news in the days ahead. Please keep us in your prayers. I will speak about this weekend at all of the masses. So I'll kind of do what I call a pastor's homily. Every so often, I feel I need to get the parishioners up to speed on some things going on. This is such an important matter for the future of the cathedral that I want to be sure all our regular members know what is going on. So please come this weekend. If you cannot, then you might want to check out the YouTube replay, or you can read my homily on my website, paulturner.org. We've had problems with my website lately. I'm hoping we'll have that fixed up again here before too long. Father Riley will be spending the weekend with his family for their annual Christmas gathering, so he will not be with us, and that gives me an opportunity to speak to you at all of the masses. I will also take care of confessions on Saturday. The part of the big news here on the building project is that Morning Glory Ministries will split into two locations. We will keep on site here the emergency assistance help we give, helping some of the people who are homeless to get an ID, to get backpacks, shoes, coats, whatever they need to make it through the winter and to try to get off the streets. And then our meal service is going to be moving to the Catholic Center at 9th and Baltimore. It is where the diocesan offices are located, and also where Bishop Johnston lives. He's been very inspiring about his desire to open his home for those who are homeless and let them have a meal there. So that is in the works. Even though we broke ground here, the first work on the project, first construction, is actually going to take place at the Catholic Center. We want to get that room ready to receive our guests for meal service, and then as soon as that's ready, we will move the meal service down the street, and we'll begin demolition of the buildings that are here. So things will look very different. We have reached an agreement with the parking garage east of us across Broadway, so we'll send you some particulars on this very soon. But they say it's ready to go for us. They will allow us to have free parking over there whenever we have our church services here. This weekend, lest we not think about the needs of others, we have a second collection for retired religious priests, brothers and sisters. Now these are, excuse me, these are these are members of religious orders. Father Ken Riley and I are diocesan priests. That is, we work directly for the bishop. So this doesn't have anything to do with our retirement, but more with the retirement of people who are Benedictines, Jesuits, Dominicans, and so on. The list goes on and on. So they will benefit from the gifts that you give. Many of these elderly men and women served the church for a lifetime and don't have a lot of support, financial support to keep things going. So we will try to keep that moving and help them to know of the support that we have for them. Jorge, thank you for checking in. We are all looking forward to this construction project. It will be challenging at times, and we anticipate at least a year. That you love seeing big machines, great. Um, it'll be at least a year while we're in demo and construction mode, but the results should really be great. Cathedral's young adults are, we were originally scheduled to do Catholics and Coffee this Sunday morning, but that has shifted now, and it will become board games. So if any of you want to participate in that, you can see the contact information for Colin and Kendra. They will give you, if you text them, they will give you information on how to find the gathering at their home Sunday night. This coming Thursday night, the people who are interested in joining the Catholic Church will be gathering again. We get inquiries about this throughout the year. I think this week we had one or two new, maybe it was just one new inquiry. For some reason, it feels like two, but we try to accommodate people right away as soon as they express an interest to get them involved. Memorial poinsettias are on sale again. You can find the form for these in the church or online. This is a popular item for people to remember their loved ones, and and it also makes the church look just beautiful for Christmas. So thanks for your support. We've had a number of people purchasing the poinsettias already this year. The Pastoral Council and Stewardship Council are both seeking new members. We have a short list of some names of some people we'd like to reach out to. You can add to that list. Let us know of your interest, or if you know of someone you think would be really good, that'd be great. The Pastoral Council takes the long view of Cathedral. It tries to see where we are headed to the future and how to live into our mission. We have we meet about once a month, both of these groups. The Stewardship Committee is doing making efforts to encourage people's gifts of time, talent, and treasure. They do help produce the auction every year, which is no small matter. That's coming up in the spring. I should have that date on the tip of my tongue, but I don't. It's April or May, usually a Thursday night, so watch for it. You probably can find it on our Cathedral calendar. And then but they also try to encourage people's participation in other aspects of parish life. So Michelle Record is meeting with that group, Stewardship Council, and if you're interested in that, we'd love to get you involved. We also need volunteers in the gift shop. We are reopening finally after a long hiatus with the pandemic. And the young adult group, we could also use new leaders, additional leaders to help with that. I feel like we're back in gear again with this, again, after a long hiatus due to the pandemic. But things are looking good. Let me see. I think there was something else I wanted to tell you. Oh, yeah. The United States Conference of Catholic Bishops has set aside these 3 years as a national Eucharistic revival. They will reach a a climax in the summer of 2024 with a national Eucharistic Congress in Indianapolis, Indiana. If you are interested in this, I know this is like a year and a half away, but if you're interested in this, there is a discounted registration rate available right now, but only for another 2 weeks. Usually the registration will be $350, but you can actually register now for $200. That will certainly create a lot of initial interest in this. That, of course, does not cover transportation, lodging, meals, anything else. This is just the conference registration. But when you think of it either way, $350 for, or $200 for a week's worth of talks and prayers and inspiration with Catholics from around the country, it will be a historic event that I think people will really, really appreciate. So if you're interested in that, we can give you some information out of the office. We do need to know in the next 10 days or so if you'd like that discounted rate for registering for the conference a year and a half from now. I think that's it. Hey, thank you very much for tuning in. Always good to connect with you all. I wish you many blessings as we continue our Advent journey, and I hope to see many of you this weekend.